I just made the turn onto Jug Handle Road that will take us down again into the bottom of the valley where Tionesta Creek runs through. Now Jazzy's been here before many times, so she knows where she's at, and she's whining because she's so excited about being here. Looking at each other, and when I said, "What do we do now?" John says, "Get better pictures." Except that I didn't have the camera with me at that time. I learned to carry one full time after that. On his way, and we went back up through the valley while we were doing some small game hunting, and we're sitting on a rock relaxing. Wouldn't you know, the bear comes back, but he got a whiff of us and decided he didn't want to be a part of that, so he turned around and went back up in the valley and left us alone. A lot of great memories from down in here. With fishing pole in hand, I'm walking down this little path where it will take us down to Tionesta Creek. I hear the water is quite low, which does not surprise me. We haven't had a whole lot of rain, but I do look forward to getting my feet wet. And I'm sure Jazzy looks forward to getting hers wet too. Bet we have a lot of squirrels around here. Look at all those acorns. Quite a deer trail running through here as well. Beautiful, beautiful Tionesta Creek. I just scared a bunch of ducks off upriver, upstream. The water is quite low. What are you doing? Get wet. Go ahead, go swim. This way she can show me where the deeper holes are at. What's in there? Do you see anything? Is there any fishies? Oh yeah, feet in the water. Jazzy's intently looking at the lure on my line. You don't want that, honey. I believe that would not be very well. It would not do you well. Look at her just staring at this thing. And I got my first catch of the day. At least it's a pretty one. I think I'll just release it though. I don't think it's going to be very good eating. Okay, so I did what I came here to do, and that was to wet a line for a few minutes. But I think it's time for us to head to our next spot. Jazzy is just standing here watching and not doing anything, and quite frankly, my feet are getting pretty cold because this water is pretty cold. I didn't really think I would catch anything, but it was just fun being here and giving it a try. Look how beautiful this is. How can you not enjoy a day that's like this? God has certainly provided a lot of beauty in this world. Get out there and enjoy it. I have to tell you that this is the first time I have come down here alone. Well, not exactly alone. I have my little companion with me. But by alone, I mean without John. He and I have spent many, many hours, many months, many years fishing Tionesta Creek. Absolutely loved it. And I still do. Even after our divorce, we came down here together several times. But I never came down here by myself. So ladies, if you're listening to this, never be afraid to do something alone. Fear is not what kept me from coming down here alone. I think it was the idea that I had so many wonderful memories that I shared with him. And that was kind of tough not having him along. But I find that I'm enjoying it just as much. I'm enjoying the beauty. I'm enjoying the solitude. I enjoy watching my little girl. I hope to see some wildlife. But if I was afraid to do something because I'm alone, I would miss out on all this. And I wouldn't want anyone to miss out on this kind of a life or any kind of an enjoyable experience due to fear. There's nothing to be fearful of because we always have God by our side. Well, this is October 21st, and while I'm down here at the edge of Tynester Creek, waiting for Jazzy to decide that she's had enough of being cold, I come up on shore and I see a couple little gems, like these pretty little pink flowers, and then look what I found over here. A little shell, and that is going to go home with me. Come on. Are you frozen? You haven't moved for how many minutes now? Come on, let's go. Let's go to another spot. Come on. A little faster if you don't mind. Come on, Jazzy. Well, the zoomies took a hold of her and she's well ahead of me. Well, the milkweed pods have exploded. Got a bunch of them over in there too. Oh, here she comes. Where are you, Mom? This way. Oh, there must be something good up there. I'll bet I know what's up in there. Yeah, all these wonderful smells down in here. You better believe it. All right, stop right here. I know there's not much traffic on this road, but yeah, this is why they call it the big woods. A lot of trees are big like these. Some places have been cut, some select cut, some clear cut, some taken out by tornadoes. But overall, the big hardwoods are still here. And we came down that road when we're going to keep going down that way. We've got pretty spots down in here. There's another nice fishing hole right down in there. You can see where the pull-off is. A little bit longer to get to, and I've got so many places I want to stop today. But speaking of the road being washed out, you can see right in here an area that was pretty rough from the floodwaters. Always got to be careful driving down in here. You never know what you'll see. I've seen plenty of wildlife here. I've seen squirrels, of course, and chipmunks, hawks, eagles, deer, fox, bear. Keep your eyes open, you just never know. What's out there? Where the road runs alongside the creek. Always beautiful. There's no one down in here today, which is quite common for Monday. School's in session, people are working. Although I did expect to see a few people because of being archery season, but they're going to be way up in the woods. But I haven't even seen any vehicles other than the guys back at the Nebraska bridge. The bumpy road. I'm going to pull over here for a minute.